Hey everyone, welcome back to Edu Expert, your smart learning hub. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro, commonly known as Cristiano Ronaldo or simply CR7, is one of the most celebrated and influential athletes in the history of sports. Born on February 5, 1985, on the small Portuguese island of Madeira, Ronaldo's journey from a boy with dreams to the greatest footballer of all time is nothing short of extraordinary. He is not just a football player. He is a global icon, a brand, and an inspiration to millions of people across the world. Today, when people hear the name Ronaldo, they don't only think about the countless goals, trophies, or records he has set, but they also think about his discipline, his dedication, and his unstoppable willpower to rise above all odds. Known by his famous nickname CR7, which comes from his initials and his jersey number, Ronaldo is widely regarded as a phenomenon. Someone whose life story is an example of how determination and hard work can change destiny. From a very early age, Cristiano displayed an unusual passion for football. Unlike many athletes who later discovered their love for the game, Ronaldo was born with an obsession for football. He would often play barefoot on the streets of Madeira, chasing the ball with unmatched energy and determination. What makes his introduction special is that he is not just remembered for what he does on the pitch, but also for what he represents off the pitch. He is the face of ambition, discipline, and the idea that if you believe in yourself, nothing is impossible. Millions of youngsters across the globe look up to him, not only as a player but as a role model who transformed his struggles into strengths. Throughout his career, Ronaldo has broken almost every possible record in football, whether it is becoming the all-time top scorer for clubs like Real Madrid, the Portuguese national team, or in the UEFA Champions League. He has won the prestigious Ballon d'Or 5 times, which is awarded to the best player in the world. But what truly defines his introduction is not just these awards, but the consistency with which he has stayed at the top for nearly 2 decades. Very few players in the history of football have managed to sustain this level of performance and remain at the peak for such a long time. That is what makes him stand out. However, Cristiano's story is not just about football. It is also about resilience, personal sacrifice, and the ability to turn dreams into reality. When you introduce Cristiano Ronaldo, you are essentially introducing the world to a boy who was once told he might not achieve much in life, but who went on to silence every critic and prove that with passion and dedication, success is inevitable. His rise to stardom was not easy. It was filled with challenges, doubts, and obstacles. But his introduction in the eyes of the world is that of a man who never gave up. Today, Cristiano Ronaldo is not just one of the greatest athletes alive, he is also one of the most followed celebrities on social media. With more than 600 million followers on Instagram alone, his popularity goes far beyond football. He is admired for his fitness, his lifestyle, and his inspiring journey from poverty to riches. The introduction of Ronaldo's life is like the first chapter of a fairy tale that motivates people everywhere. From Madeira to Manchester United, from Real Madrid to Juventus, and now to Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia, his name continues to dominate headlines. His journey tells us that no matter where you come from, you can become the best in the world if you believe in yourself and never stop working hard. In simple words, the introduction of Cristiano Ronaldo is not just about a football legend. It is about a global hero whose story belongs not only to football fans but to everyone who has ever had a dream. His life is proof that greatness is not handed over, it is earned with sacrifice, dedication, and relentless pursuit of excellence. When we talk about Cristiano Ronaldo's success story, it becomes impossible to separate it from his family background. His family played a very important role in shaping who he is today, even though their life was never easy. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was born on February 5, 1985, in Funchal, the capital city of Madeira, a small island off the coast of Portugal. His father, José Diniz Aveiro, worked as a municipal gardener and part-time kit man at a local football club, while his mother, Maria Dolores dos Santos Aveiro, worked as a cook and cleaner to support the family. Life for the Aveiro family was financially very difficult, and Ronaldo grew up in a modest household, sharing a small home with his parents and 3 siblings. Cristiano is the youngest of 4 children. He has 1 brother, Hugo, and 2 older sisters, Elma and Katia. Despite their limited financial means, the family always stuck together. His siblings often describe him as the most spoiled and cherished child of the family because of his mother's protective love. His father, however, struggled with alcoholism, which created a very unstable environment at home. José Diniz Avero's drinking problem not only affected his health but also made it difficult for him to provide financial stability to the family. This put a lot of responsibility on Ronaldo's mother, who worked long hours in kitchens and as a cleaner, often sacrificing her own needs to ensure her children had food on the table. Cristiano's mother has always been the strongest pillar in his life. In interviews, Maria Dolores has revealed that life was so difficult that at one point she even considered abortion when she was pregnant with Cristiano because she wasn't sure if she could afford to raise another child. However, fate had other plans, and she decided to go through with the pregnancy. Today, Ronaldo often says that his mother is the reason behind his success, and he makes sure she enjoys the luxuries of life that she was once deprived of. He even bought her expensive houses and ensures she is always by his side during big moments in his career. His siblings also played an important role. His brother Hugo, for example, struggled with his own problems related to drugs, but Cristiano helped him overcome those issues by financially supporting him and keeping him on the right path. His sisters, Katia and Elma, have also been very close to him. Katia later became a singer and businesswoman, while Elma often manages and supports his County Route 7 brand. Even though the Avero family had very little money, they had a strong emotional bond that kept them united through hardships. The environment at home was one of struggle but also love. The small house where Ronaldo grew up was very simple, with no luxuries, sometimes lacking basic needs. But what stood out was the family's belief in Ronaldo's football talent. His father's job as a kit man at a local football club introduced young Cristiano to the game, and soon everyone in the family realized that this child had something special. They could see that football was not just a game for him, it was his escape from poverty and his hope for a better future. Family background is often the foundation of a person's character, and in Cristiano's case, it built resilience, humility, and determination. He knew what it felt like to be poor, to see his mother work endlessly, and to live in a house where dreams seemed too big for reality. This background gave him the hunger and drive to push harder than anyone else when he entered the world of football. It made him disciplined, it made him value money, and it made him never forget where he came from. Even today, despite his massive wealth and fame, Ronaldo remains deeply connected to his roots. He often takes his children and partner Georgina to Madeira to show them where he grew up. He keeps reminding them and the world that his success is not just his alone, it belongs to his mother, his siblings, and his father, who despite his struggles, gave him his first introduction to football. In summary, Cristiano Ronaldo's family background is a story of poverty, struggle, and sacrifice. But it is also a story of love, unity, and resilience. Without the foundation laid by his family, especially his mother, Cristiano would never have become the legend that he is today. His humble beginnings continue to inspire millions around the world, proving that greatness can come from the most difficult and modest circumstances. Cristiano Ronaldo's childhood was marked by poverty, struggle, and sacrifice, but it was also the period that shaped his determination and hunger for success. Born in Madeira, a small Portuguese island far away from the glamour of mainland Europe, Cristiano grew up in a very humble home with his parents and 3 siblings. Their house was tiny, with limited resources, and the family often had to live day by day, just trying to survive. For young Cristiano, life was not about luxury or comfort, it was about making the best out of what little he had. Poverty surrounded him, but his dream of becoming a footballer gave him hope and kept him moving forward. As a child, Cristiano was described as hyperactive and restless. He would spend hours playing football on the narrow streets of Madeira, often barefoot, chasing the ball as if it was the only thing that mattered in life. In many ways, it was true, football was his escape from the harsh realities of poverty. His classmates and childhood friends often remember him carrying a football everywhere he went, whether it was school, church, or the local streets. While other kids had toys and games, Cristiano's only true companion was the ball. This obsession with football was the only constant in a life full of struggles. School was never easy for Ronaldo. He was not particularly interested in academics, and his focus was always on football. His teachers often complained about his lack of attention in class. In fact, There was a moment in his early school life when one of his teachers mocked his poor background and his obsession with football. This deeply hurt Ronaldo, and in frustration, he threw a chair at the teacher. The incident led to his expulsion from school, but Ronaldo never regretted it, because in his mind, education was not the path to his dreams, football was. His family, though worried, realized that Cristiano's dedication to the sport was unique and perhaps the only way out of their financial struggles. By the age of 12, Cristiano's talent had already caught the attention of football scouts. But in order to pursue his dream, he had to make a heartbreaking sacrifice, leaving his family behind. At just 12 years old, he moved alone to Lisbon to join Sporting CP's youth academy. For a boy so young, this was not easy. He cried often because he missed his mother and siblings, and the loneliness was overwhelming. He was teased by other kids for his accent and his humble background. Sometimes he didn't even have enough money to buy food, so he relied on the kindness of friends or staff at the academy. But even through the pain and the poverty, Cristiano never gave up. He trained harder than everyone else, and he used his struggles as fuel to keep moving forward. His father's alcoholism was another heavy burden. Ronaldo loved his father, but he often saw him drunk and incapable of taking responsibility for the family. This created emotional scars that stayed with him for life. Later, his father's death due to liver problems became one of the most painful experiences for Cristiano, especially because he passed away before witnessing his son become the global superstar he dreamed of. These early hardships only made Ronaldo more determined never to let his own children go through what he had suffered. Despite the darkness of poverty, there were glimpses of light in Ronaldo's childhood. His mother's unwavering support kept him strong. She often reminded him that their family's struggles would be worth it if he worked hard and chased his dream. The tough environment of poverty taught him discipline and resilience, qualities that later defined his football career. While many young players gave up when things got hard, Cristiano thrived in difficulty. For him, pain and sacrifice were not obstacles, they were part of the journey. Looking back today, Cristiano often says that his childhood poverty was his greatest motivation. The hunger he felt as a child became the hunger that drove him on the field, whether it was running faster, jumping higher, or scoring more goals than anyone else. His story of poverty is not just about hardship, it is about transformation. From a poor boy in Madeira who sometimes had nothing to eat, to becoming the most famous and highest paid footballer in the world, Ronaldo's journey is living proof that your beginnings do not define your future. In the end, Cristiano Ronaldo's childhood and poverty taught him the values of hard work, sacrifice, and determination. It built his character, sharpened his focus, and made him fearless in the face of challenges. Without this difficult childhood, there would be no CR7. His rise from poverty to global stardom is what makes his life story so inspiring and relatable to millions of people who struggle every day but still dare to dream. Cristiano Ronaldo's love life has always been a topic of great interest for fans and media around the world. Just as his football career has been filled with passion, drama, and success, his personal relationships have also drawn the attention of millions. From high-profile romances with supermodels to finding stability with his long-term partner, Ronaldo's love story is one that reflects not only his fame but also his desire for family and companionship. In the early years of his career, Cristiano Ronaldo was often linked with glamorous women. As he became one of the most famous footballers on the planet, the media followed every detail of his personal life. His most talked about relationship in the early 2010s was with the Russian supermodel Irina Shayk. The couple dated for nearly 5 years, starting around 2010 and ending in 2015. Together, they were one of the most admired celebrity couples in the world. Their pictures often dominated magazines and social media, with many people considering them the perfect couple. However, their relationship eventually ended, with rumors suggesting differences in lifestyle and family values. Despite the breakup, Ronaldo maintained respect for Irina, and the two moved on with their lives. After Irina, Cristiano was linked with several women, but the most defining love story of his life began in 2016 when he met Georgina Rodriguez. Their meeting was unexpected but destined. Georgina, a Spanish model working at a Gucci store in Madrid, met Ronaldo when he came into shop. Their initial meeting turned into conversations, and soon they began dating. Unlike his past relationships that were often glamorous and publicized, Ronaldo's bond with Georgina felt more genuine and personal. She was not just another celebrity figure, she was a woman who shared his values of family, love, and loyalty. Over time, Georgina became a central figure in Ronaldo's life. She stood by him through different phases of his career, from his time at Real Madrid to Juventus, back to Manchester United, and now Al Nassr. She supported him not just as a partner but also as a mother to his children. In interviews, Ronaldo has often described Georgina as someone who has brought peace, balance, and happiness into his life. He once admitted, "She helped me grow as a man and as a father. She is the love of my life." Their love story also extended into building a family together. Georgina gave birth to their daughter, Alana Martina, in 2017. She has also embraced Ronaldo's other children with great love, raising them as her own. The couple even faced one of the toughest moments of their lives together when one of their newborn twins tragically passed away in 2022. That heartbreaking moment showed the world how strong their relationship truly was. Instead of breaking down, they supported each other, proving that their love was built not just on glamour but on real emotional strength. Georgina has also become a public figure in her own right. With millions of followers on social media, she shares glimpses of their family life, vacations, and daily routines. Netflix even released a documentary series, I Am Georgina, showcasing her life with Ronaldo, their children, and the balance between fame and family. Fans around the world admire the bond they share, describing them as a modern fairy tale couple. Cristiano's love story also highlights his role as a family man. Despite his fame, wealth, and countless admirers, Ronaldo has always prioritized stability and loyalty in his personal life. With Georgina, he found someone who understands the pressures of his career and the importance of raising a family. Their relationship is not without challenges. Being in the public eye means constant scrutiny, but they have remained strong together. In many ways, Ronaldo's love story mirrors his football journey, filled with highs, lows, challenges, and triumphs. He had glamorous beginnings, faced heartbreak, but eventually found true love in someone who understands and supports him deeply. For millions of his fans, his relationship with Georgina represents the idea that even the biggest superstar in the world needs love, family, and companionship to feel complete. Ultimately, Cristiano Ronaldo's relationships have shaped the man he is today. From youthful romances to a stable and committed partnership, his love story is proof that behind the fame and glory, he is just like any other human being, seeking love, loyalty, and a family to call his own. His bond with Georgina Rodriguez and his dedication to his children show that while football may define his professional life, love and family define his personal happiness. Cristiano Ronaldo's rise to popularity is one of the most remarkable stories in the world of sports and entertainment. From a young boy in Madeira who grew up with very little, to becoming one of the most famous and influential figures on the planet, Ronaldo's journey reflects his unmatched talent, determination, and ability to connect with people far beyond the football field. His popularity is not just about his goals and trophies, but also about his personality, discipline, and the global image he built over 2 decades. Ronaldo's popularity began to take shape when he joined Sporting Lisbon as a teenager. Scouts and fans were amazed by his speed, dribbling skills, and confidence on the pitch. But the true turning point came in 2003, when he signed for Manchester United under the legendary manager Sir Alex Ferguson. His debut performance against Bolton Wanderers was so electrifying that it instantly marked him as a player to watch. Fans around the world began to notice his unique style of play, his step-overs, quick footwork, and ability to change the pace of the game made him stand out. Within a few seasons, he became one of the most exciting players in the English Premier League. By 2008, Ronaldo had already established himself as one of the best in the world. That year, he won his first Ballon d'Or after leading Manchester United to a Champions League title and scoring an incredible number of goals. This global recognition elevated him from being just a footballer to becoming a superstar. His combination of talent and hard work attracted fans across continents, not just in Europe but also in Asia, Africa, and the Americas. The next chapter of his popularity came when he made a record-breaking transfer to Real Madrid in 2009 for €94 million, which was the highest fee ever paid at that time. This move placed him in the Spanish La Liga alongside Lionel Messi, creating the most iconic football rivalry of the modern era. Every El Clasico match between Real Madrid and Barcelona became a global event, watched by millions of people. The Ronaldo-Messi rivalry was not just about two players but about two philosophies of football. Fans debated endlessly about who was the greatest, and this debate only fueled Ronaldo's popularity. His performances at Real Madrid were extraordinary, scoring over 450 goals in just 438 appearances, winning multiple Champions League titles, and becoming the club's all-time top scorer. These achievements cemented his legacy and turned him into a household name across the globe. Beyond the pitch, Ronaldo's popularity was also boosted by his dedication to fitness and professionalism. His incredible physique, discipline, and training routines inspired millions of fans who looked up to him as a role model. He became the symbol of what hard work and determination could achieve, often repeating the message that talent alone is not enough, it requires relentless effort and sacrifice. His image was not just about football but also about motivation and self-improvement, which resonated with people who were not even football fans. Ronaldo also embraced the modern age of social media, which skyrocketed his popularity even further. He is currently the most followed person on Instagram, with hundreds of millions of followers. Through his posts, he shares moments from his professional life, family, workouts, and endorsements. His ability to connect directly with fans worldwide through social media platforms turned him into more than an athlete. He became a global brand. Companies like Nike, Clear, Herbalife, and many others partnered with him, further expanding his visibility. His County Route 7 brand, which includes clothing, fragrances, and hotels, also strengthened his image as an entrepreneur and global icon. Another major factor in his popularity is his success with the Portuguese national team. Leading Portugal to victory in Euro 2016 and the Nations League in 2019 added to his legendary status. Fans saw him not only as a club superstar but also as a national hero who brought glory to his country. His emotional leadership, tears of joy, and passion for Portugal won the hearts of millions, especially those who admired his patriotism. Unlike many athletes, Ronaldo's popularity has remained consistent over the years, even as he aged. His transfers to Juventus in 2018, Manchester United again in 2021, and Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia in 2023, all generated massive attention, showing that wherever he goes, fans follow. His ability to stay at the top of the sport for nearly 2 decades is another reason why his popularity endures. In summary, Cristiano Ronaldo's popularity is the result of multiple factors: his football brilliance, iconic rivalry with Messi, dedication to fitness, social media presence, global endorsements, and achievements with both clubs and country. But perhaps the most important reason is his story. From a poor boy in Madeira to the biggest superstar in the world, he inspires millions who see him as proof that dreams can come true through hard work and determination. His rise to popularity is not just a football story, it is a global phenomenon that has made Cristiano Ronaldo one of the most recognized and admired figures in modern history. Cristiano Ronaldo's most famous contribution to the world is not limited to football goals or trophies, it is the transformation of what it means to be a modern professional athlete. He has set standards in performance, fitness, discipline, and global influence that extend far beyond the football pitch. While he has achieved incredible milestones with clubs like Manchester United, Real Madrid, Juventus, and now Al Nassr, as well as with the Portuguese national team, his greatest contribution lies in the combination of his sporting excellence, inspirational journey, and the global legacy he continues to build. On the field, Ronaldo's most significant contribution is his record-breaking ability to score goals consistently at the highest level. At Real Madrid, he became the all-time top scorer with 450 goals in just 438 matches, an achievement that seems almost impossible to surpass. He also became the highest scorer in the UEFA Champions League, a competition where the best players and teams in the world compete. This record is a reflection of his consistency and his ability to deliver under pressure in the most important matches. His goals in Champions League finals, semi-finals, and knockout stages turned him into a legend of the competition. For many fans, Ronaldo became synonymous with European nights, where his performances shaped some of football's most unforgettable moments. His famous work also includes leading the Portuguese national team to international success. Before Ronaldo, Portugal had never won a major international trophy. That changed in 2016, when under his leadership and inspiration, Portugal won the UEFA European Championship. Although he was injured during the final, his emotional involvement from the sidelines, shouting instructions and motivating teammates, proved his leadership qualities. 3 years later, in 2019, he captained Portugal to win the UEFA Nations League, scoring a hat-trick in the semi-final against Switzerland. These achievements elevated his status from just a club icon to a national hero, and his contribution to Portuguese football is unmatched in history. Beyond trophies and records, another famous contribution of Ronaldo is his professionalism and work ethic. He redefined how athletes approach training, fitness, and longevity in sports. While many players peak in their 20s and fade in their early 30s, Ronaldo has maintained world-class performance into his late 30s, largely because of his dedication to diet, exercise, and recovery routines. He has inspired countless young athletes across sports, not just footballers, to take fitness and discipline seriously. His famous motto that, "talent without work is nothing," has become a global mantra for aspiring athletes. This contribution goes beyond football. It has influenced the way society looks at health, fitness, and the pursuit of excellence. Another major contribution is his impact on global sports marketing and social media influence. Ronaldo is not just a footballer, he is a brand. With hundreds of millions of followers on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, he is the most followed athlete in the world. This influence allows him to reach more people than many world leaders or celebrities. His presence has given football a new level of visibility, making the sport even more global. Sponsorships with brands like Nike, Herbalife, Clear, and many others show how he bridged the gap between sports and business. His County Route 7 brand, which includes clothing, fragrances, gyms, and hotels, also reflects his contribution as an entrepreneur, showing athletes that they can expand their legacy beyond the game. Equally important is his contribution through charity and humanitarian work. Ronaldo has donated millions of dollars to hospitals, children's organizations, and disaster relief efforts. He has covered the cost of medical treatments for children, funded cancer research, and supported schools and orphanages. He often avoids publicizing many of these acts, but reports show that his charity work has touched the lives of thousands around the world. His commitment to helping others reflects his belief that success should also be used to uplift society. Culturally, Ronaldo's famous contribution is the inspiration he provides. His story, from a poor child on Madeira Island who shared a small room with his family to becoming the most recognized athlete in the world, is a living example of the power of dreams, hard work, and perseverance. He represents hope for millions of young people who face difficult circumstances but believe they can overcome challenges through determination. In short, Cristiano Ronaldo's most famous work is not a single match, a single goal, or a single trophy. It is the combination of records he has broken, trophies he has won, the inspiration he provides through his fitness and discipline, his role as a global ambassador for football, and his humanitarian efforts off the field. He has changed the way athletes live, the way fans connect with their idols, and the way the world views sports as a cultural and social force. His contribution is timeless, and it ensures that his name will be remembered not just as a footballer, but as a legend who shaped the modern era of sports. Cristiano Ronaldo's family life is one of the most fascinating aspects of his journey because it shows the balance between being a global superstar and a dedicated father, son, and partner. Despite his enormous fame, wealth, and global commitments, Ronaldo has always remained deeply connected to his roots and his family, often highlighting that his success is not only measured in trophies but also in the love and responsibility he holds towards his children, partner, and mother. Ronaldo was born into a humble family on the island of Madeira, Portugal, as the youngest of 4 children to Maria Dolores and José Dina Severo. His father worked as a kit man at a local football club and struggled with alcoholism, which left a deep impact on young Ronaldo. When his father passed away in 2005 due to liver problems, Ronaldo was devastated but promised himself that he would take care of his family. From that moment, his relationship with his mother became even stronger. Today, Maria Dolores is often seen at Ronaldo's matches, events, and award ceremonies, and she remains a central figure in his life. Ronaldo has publicly said many times that everything he does is for his mother because she sacrificed everything to support his career when they had very little. When it comes to his own family, Ronaldo is a proud father of 5 children. His first son, Cristiano Ronaldo Jr., was born in 2010. The identity of his mother has never been publicly revealed, but Ronaldo took full custody of his son and has raised him with love and care. Cristiano Jr. is now following in his father's footsteps, training in football academies and showing impressive talent. Ronaldo often shares that he wants his son to have the freedom to choose his own path, but naturally, the world is watching to see if he will carry on the football legacy. In 2017, Ronaldo welcomed twins Eva and Matteo, born via a surrogate mother in the United States. Just a few months later, he and his partner Georgina Rodriguez had their first child together, a daughter named Alana Martina. In 2022, the couple announced that they were expecting twins again. Unfortunately, one of the twins, a baby boy, tragically passed away at birth, while their daughter survived. This heartbreaking loss deeply affected Ronaldo and his family, but he showed resilience in the face of tragedy, often expressing that his children give him the strength to move forward. Ronaldo's partner, Georgina Rodriguez, plays a major role in his family life. Originally from Spain, she was working as a sales assistant in a Gucci store when they met in 2016. Their relationship quickly grew, and Georgina has since become not only his partner but also a strong presence in his children's lives. She is often seen with the children at Ronaldo's matches, holidays, and family gatherings. Georgina herself has gained global recognition through social media and even her Netflix documentary series, but she always emphasizes that her greatest role is being a mother and partner. One of the most beautiful aspects of Ronaldo's family life is the way he creates time for his children despite his intense professional schedule. He is often seen enjoying vacations with them, attending their birthdays, or sharing everyday moments such as swimming, playing football, or helping with schoolwork. He has said many times that being with his children gives him peace and happiness that no award or trophy can provide. His children frequently appear in his social media posts, and fans around the world admire how Ronaldo balances his responsibilities as a father and as an international superstar. Beyond his immediate family, Ronaldo also cares for his siblings. He has 3 older siblings, Hugo, Elma, and Katia, who remain close to him. His sisters often post supportive messages about him, and Katia, who is a singer, even dedicated songs to celebrate his achievements. Ronaldo has ensured that his family enjoys the comfort and security he could not have as a child, often reminding them that success is meant to be shared. Another key part of his family life is his charity work related to children. Ronaldo believes that his own children are blessed, and therefore he wants to help children who are less fortunate. Over the years, he has supported orphanages, donated for children's hospitals, and even paid for medical treatments of sick kids. In some ways, his charitable work is also an extension of his fatherhood, as he feels a responsibility towards children all over the world. Cristiano Ronaldo's family life is a powerful reflection of who he is beyond the football pitch. He is not just a legend who breaks records, but also a man who values love, responsibility, and sacrifice. For him, success is meaningless if he cannot share it with the people he loves the most. His devotion to his mother, his unconditional love for his children, and his partnership with Georgina Rodriguez show that even the greatest sports icons are defined by the bonds of family. This side of Ronaldo makes him more relatable to millions of fans because, despite being a global superstar, he remains a son, a partner, and above all, a father. Cristiano Ronaldo's children are perhaps the most precious part of his life, and they reveal a side of him that many fans love to see, the side of a devoted and caring father. While the world often sees Ronaldo as a football machine, breaking records and lifting trophies, at home he is simply, Dad, the man who tucks his kids into bed, helps them with their studies, and shares playful moments. His journey as a father has been as extraordinary as his career, and the story of his 5 children shows how he combines responsibility, love, and discipline in his personal life. Ronaldo became a father for the first time in 2010, when his eldest son, Cristiano Ronaldo Jr., was born. From the very beginning, the circumstances of his birth became a global topic because Ronaldo chose to raise him as a single parent. The identity of Cristiano Jr.'s mother has never been publicly disclosed, as per an agreement, but Ronaldo took full custody of his son and brought him up with the support of his mother, Maria Dolores. From a young age, Cristiano Jr. has been under the spotlight, and fans are always curious to see if he will follow in his father's footsteps. Today, he trains in youth academies and has already shown incredible skill with the ball. Videos of him scoring goals, dribbling, and practicing free kicks often go viral, reminding the world of his father's early days. Ronaldo has admitted that while he would love his son to become a professional footballer, he does not want to pressure him. He wants Cristiano Jr. to pursue his own dreams. In 2017, Ronaldo's family grew rapidly with the arrival of twins Eva and Matteo, who were born via a surrogate mother in the United States. The twins brought double joy into his life, and Ronaldo often shares moments of them playing together, swimming, or simply enjoying their father's company. Eva is known for her cheerful personality, while Matteo often appears playful and mischievous in family videos. The twins have a special place in Ronaldo's heart, as they remind him of the joy of parenting in its purest form. That same year, Ronaldo and his partner Georgina Rodriguez welcomed their first child together, a daughter named Ilana Martina. Her birth was widely celebrated, as fans saw the family becoming more complete. Ilana is often seen in Georgina's arms at football matches, and Ronaldo frequently posts affectionate moments with her on social media. Being his only biological daughter for some years, Ilana enjoys a very close bond with her father, who has said in interviews that daughters bring a different type of love into a man's life. In 2022, Ronaldo and Georgina shared the news that they were expecting twins again. However, this chapter was both joyful and heartbreaking. While their baby girl survived, their baby boy tragically passed away at birth. Ronaldo later opened up about the emotional pain of losing a child, describing it as the greatest sadness a parent can feel. At the same time, he expressed gratitude for the survival of his daughter, calling her a source of hope and strength during a dark time. This tragedy reminded the world that even global superstars face personal struggles, and fans across the globe showed support and love for Ronaldo and his family. Today, Ronaldo's children are a lively group of siblings who often appear in public together, smiling and enjoying life. Whether it's on holidays, at award ceremonies, or celebrating birthdays, Ronaldo makes sure they are always close to him. Despite his busy schedule, he spends quality time with them, creating memories that are just as important to him as his football records. Videos of him playing football in the garden with his kids, swimming with them, or simply hugging them are adored by millions of fans who admire his fatherly side. An important aspect of Ronaldo's relationship with his children is the values he tries to instill in them. Coming from poverty himself, he wants his kids to understand the importance of discipline, humility, and hard work. He has said that he doesn't want them to be spoiled by wealth and fame. Even though they live a luxurious lifestyle, Ronaldo makes sure they respect others and stay grounded. He often wakes them up early, encourages them to study, and inspires them through his own example of dedication and sacrifice. Another heartwarming element is the way Georgina Rodriguez has stepped into the role of a mother for all of Ronaldo's children. Though only Ilana and the youngest daughter are biologically hers, Georgina treats all of Ronaldo's kids with love and care, and they see her as their mother. Together, Ronaldo and Georgina provide a stable, happy environment for the children, showing that their family bond is stronger than any outside gossip or speculation. For Ronaldo, his children are not just his family but his greatest motivation. He has openly said that when he looks at them, he feels inspired to keep working hard, to set an example, and to ensure that their future is secure. While the world may celebrate his football skills, the moments he shares with his children reveal the softer side of Cristiano Ronaldo, the father who laughs, teaches, comforts, and dreams alongside his kids.